to this new podcast series called Tea, Toast and Marmalade. It is July of 2020 and we are into the second phase of reopening the world after the very long and isolated COVID-19 worldwide pandemic. And what better way to use our solitude time than by sharing, connecting, and emerging as the beautiful beings we were always intended to be. I chose to call this series Tea, Toast and Marmalade in memory of my father who passed away in 2015. It is amazing that through the process of grief, what memories come to the foreground and what memories fade into the night. My father was exceptional at hospitality for the most part. He was first in the kitchen to make tea and sandwiches for all who dropped by. As a teenager, I had a lot of friends and we frequently came to my home for hangouts. It wasn't long after my friends and I arrived that my father would have a tray out and drinks and toast and sandwiches all set up. I remember clearly the look on my friends' faces when they witnessed this hospitality. So this podcast series is meant to deliver the same easygoing, comfortable get-together around tea time feeling. And over my years of life, the biggest impact on my personal change has been the freedom to be real. Learning how to be real with myself has helped me to be real with others. I know there are so many podcasts out there filled with necessary information for your life, and that is wonderful. But the grit and the hard work that goes on behind all the positive hype is what real people deal with every day. You are real. I am real. Your feelings and thoughts are real, and your emotions are real. You feel what you feel, and you hurt when you hurt, and you hide when you can't face the world. That is real. You and I can read all the positive affirmations posted endlessly on social media, but the real world we live in is the reality of our existence. To become positive often means that you and your life need adjustments, whether small or large. So many words coming at us every day, overwhelming us and consuming us. Such is the day and the age that we live in. The reality is that we are able to be positive when life is moving into a positive state. However, it is hard for anyone to be positive all the time, especially when we are suffering in the quiet hours of our own solitude and fighting wars within our own compounds and within ourselves. I have said before and say again that the greatest war we will ever fight is the one we have with ourselves. The greatest victory will be the one when we win that particular war. Having said all that, I can say this series will be real as I can possibly keep it without torturing anyone, and it will be a series that talks about real life struggles, lessons and changes. I will share what I have learned along the way and the changes that I have made within the reality of my own life, my own existence. If my sharing helps even one person, then this time is well spent. I am not an expert at podcasting. I have never done it before, and I give fair warning that I am learning as I go. My first recording was 8 minutes, and sadly, I noted my microphone wasn't even plugged in. So that's the expert level of podcasting I currently have. So I apologize in advance for all the hiccups, the bumping of the microphone, the turning of pages, the stumbling over my words. But to re-record every time I make a mistake or my dogs bark is futile. I will learn as I go and hopefully improve each time. Like I said, I am real. A little bit about me before we go. I was born and raised in Solihull, England, a beautiful place that still feels like home. I immigrated to Canada with my parents. I have retained my dual citizenship because I feel so very connected to my birthland and must say I feel whole when I'm there. It is such a part of me, I cannot let it go. I live in the country in Canada, in Ontario, where I dream and I tend my gardens and I enjoy nature. I have 5 grown children who are constantly making me proud, and yes, you will survive raising yours as well. Before I go, the music you hear at the beginning and the end of the podcast is my favorite all-time song from my childhood, In an English Country Garden. I used to know all the words, however I am remembering again all these years later and trying to sing along every time I hear it. So please enjoy the song, it is still awesome, and the original artist I believe was Jimmy Rogers, if you ever want to look it up. You may contact me by email at the moment, which is Mayamele, MAYAMELE 20 @gmail.com. The last slide of the slideshow is the email address. I am working on a website which I will share once it is at the shareable state. So thank you for dropping by, and I hope to have tea together really soon. Bye for now, and God bless.
How many kinds of sweet flowers grow in an English country garden? I'll tell you now of some that I know, and those I miss you'll surely pardon. Daffodil, heartsease and phlox, meadowsweet and lady smocks, gentian, lupin and tall hollyhocks, roses, foxgloves, snowdrops, forget-me-nots, in an English country garden.
In an English country garden.
How many insects come here and go through our English country garden? I'll tell you now of some that I know, and those I miss you'll surely pardon. Fireflies, moss and bees, spiders climbing in the trees, butterflies that sway on the cool, gentle breeze. There are snakes, ants that sting, and creeping things in an English country garden.
In an English country garden.
How many songbirds fly to and fro through our English country garden? I'll tell you now of some that I know, and those I miss you'll surely pardon. Bobolink, cuckoo and quail, tanager and cardinal, bluebird, lark, thrush and nightingale. There is joy in the spring when the birds begin to sing in an English country garden.
In an English country garden.
Robin,
Robin, robin,
don't forget the robin.
don't forget the robin, robin.
Robin,
Robin, robin,
don't forget the robin.